and welcome back. Thank y'all so much for being here. I do apologize for missing yesterday's upload. It was just really out of my control. I was so sick and literally just listened to my body and I slept all day. But I'm feeling much better, thank the good Lord. And I've been thanking him this morning for taking such good care of me and for touching my body and for, just helping me get over all of this. And I'm so excited to see what he's going to share with us today. I love when he talks to us. He is just amazing. And on a little side note, James and I were out, I think it was Saturday. Anyway, and we were having to run a couple errands, and we were talking, like you do, and we were talking about, plans, things that we would like to see happen, ideas, just talking about things. And it just prompted in me, I was looking at Buster, and James and I were talking about our life and future plans that we would like to see happen and this and that. And although they would affect him too, he was not worried. He just knew that wherever and whatever happened, that he was going to have a place to live and he was going to have his treats. He's right over there. So I was just like, again, the Lord just prompted that little bit of faith. I want faith like Buster. That no matter what happens, what goes on in life, God is always going to take care of me and protect me. I'm always going to have a roof over my head. I'm always going to have food to eat, and I'm always going to have clothes to wear. And all of my needs, my basic needs, are always going to be met. That's the kind of faith I want to just walk in, live in, breathe in. And I just thank him so much for those little times that he will just show me little things like that. So that is absolutely free. I'm not even going to charge y'all for that one today, but we're going to open up our book that we've been reading from. I've Got to Talk to Somebody, God, A Woman's Conversations with God by Marjorie Holmes. I'm so thrilled to hear that a lot of y'all are getting this book and it's just blessing you and you're able to read along with me. And I love it so much. So let's see what God has for us today. I'm so excited. Okay. Hopefully it's not one I've read. Okay, here we go. If you have this little book, it's going to be on page 34 and 35. It's under the grouping Put My House in Order. And the title of it is A Psalm for Going to Market. Okay, let's see. I will rejoice in the Lord as I set off to market with my children. I will give thanks unto the Lord for this good, bright day. I will praise him for this car at my disposal, the miracle of its body and its wheels and its engine and my ability to drive it. For I am but one of a horde of women who propel ourselves about the earth on errands and duties and jaunts of pleasure in a manner that would be envied by the richest of the charioted kings. I will lift up my eyes to the beauty of the roadside in the morning, to the parks and playgrounds, to the schools and stores, to the houses large and small, all so marvelously equipped with devices and comforts for living. I will open my eyes to the beauty of traffic lights, their glowing Christmas tree colors of scarlet and green. I will see the loveliness of the sunlit parking lot and of mothers hastening to the market alone or with children trailing. I will give thanks for the privilege of pushing a cart along the aisles, one child in the basket and another hitching rides. I will try not to lose patience, try not to scold. I will be grateful for the friends who pause to chat and for the people who smile upon our little caravan. I will rejoice and give thanks for the spaciousness and the bounty of this place, for all the fragrant, gaily colored foods and products for my home. I will ask for the judgment to choose wisely. I will rejoice and give thanks to God who has provided the beauty and abundance of this my land and this my neighborhood and this my hour of marketing. Whether my purse be large or small, I will lift my eyes and my heart in humble gratefulness and worship him. Ooh, okay. You know, I've never quite thought about going to the grocery store in such a way, but we are so blessed. There are so many people who don't have the pleasure, the means, the time, or the way to get to a grocery store that I literally go to 2 or 3 times a week. You know, okay, you need something, you run to the grocery store. And honestly, I do take that for granted. Even though there was a time in my life that just wasn't a possibility. I just did not have the means to just go every time that I needed something. I did not have the means to just go every time we needed and wanted. But God has blessed me abundantly. And I mean, I know that times are hard financially, and I know that we complain about the prices of groceries and just the inflation and all this and that. I mean, I get it. I do. I don't like it either. But I'm so blessed that God provides, and somehow He always makes a way that all of my needs that I have at the grocery store are met. And He throws in a lot of wants, too many wants here lately. I've got to slack off, but He's just that good. And I don't know, it's just this last line just really got me. And whether my purse be large or small, I will lift my eyes and my heart in humble gratefulness and worship Him. There have been times in my life that I had to make what was in the pantry stretch to feed a family. And really not knowing, I was a young wife and mother, and really not knowing how I was going to, I didn't know a lot about cooking anyway. Not that I'm, the great chef now, but, through the more you do it and aged, you get wisdom. But there I was, a young wife and mother, very limited means, living, paycheck to paycheck, barely scraping by. It was just, we were young, But I remember looking at the pantry wondering, how am I going to make this work? I don't know what I'm doing. How am I going to do this? But somehow, and we know how, it always happened, and we always had food to eat, and it was always food that we enjoyed. And, I don't want to forget those times. They were part of what makes me who I am, and I remember, I'm not trying to come off as like we are just so abundantly blessed, that we're just have money running out of our ears and we don't stress and worry over bills or finances or anything like that. That's not the case at all. But I don't want to forget those times, because it's in those times that it teaches me wisdom. It teaches me how to be better prepared. It teaches me how to go about my daily life. It teaches me how to plan. It teaches me how to be prepared. And it teaches me how to shop and maybe, not spend what money we have on junk, but spend your money on stuff that's going to sustain you and like you're going to get multiple meals out of, I don't want to forget those times, because those times are crucial in my growing and being where I am today. And I thank God for those times, as hard as they were. And when you're in them, it's not comfortable, but it's so necessary. And then when you come through them, hopefully you've learned the lesson that He was trying to teach you in those times, and you don't have to keep repeating. There are many times He tries to teach me a lesson, and I just have to keep going through it until finally it clicks, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. I got it, because that's how good He is. He will just keep teaching us until we grasp it, because it is all for our good. He's teaching us things that are going to help us in the future and help us be better people. And I don't want to take for granted that grocery store that I just ran to the other day, because we needed a certain item for a recipe that I didn't have. I don't want to take that for granted, that I had the money to do that I had the car to do that in, that I had the gas in my car. It was all in working order. And I have my health to be able to do that. There are so many people that aren't able to even get in a car, much less drive a car. So I can get where she's coming from. I never thought of it in this way until now. But I am so grateful for this book because it is teaching me. It is teaching me to look at the everyday simple things that I might take for granted and look at them with gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation. I know all those are the same thing, but to me they have different levels. But I don't want to take any of that for granted. And I'm so thankful for this little book because for so long I had been living in, like, walking in a spirit of thankfulness, but this is just like taking where I was at and it's just enhanced it. And I don't want to look at every day ironing my clothes, making my bed, cleaning the refrigerator, going to the grocery store. I don't want to take them for granted. I want to be thankful for everything that has to offer me. Just the mere fact that I'm able to do all of those things, that I have the physical health and well-being to do all of those things is such a blessing from God. And I think that's what this is, this is what I'm getting from it. Yeah, we have to go to the grocery store. It's not my favorite thing to do. I really do not like grocery shopping. I much rather James grocery shop because I feel like I'm just in such a rut and I just really don't even see all the things they have to offer. And when he goes, it's like he picks up things and I'm like, that's a great idea. I hadn't thought about that. Or, I truly do not like to grocery shop. But I bet from now on when I go, I'm going to look at it in a different way. I'm going to thank God that I'm able to get in that car that he's going to fix one way or the other, that I'm able to drive myself because I have a sound mind and the physical health to do it, to the grocery store. I'm able to get out of that car that he's going to fix, but got me there, and walk in that grocery store, and I'm able to see, to hear, to smell all of the abundance there at my fingertips. And I'm going to thank him that I have the ability to purchase the things that we need for our home. I'm truly going to be looking at it in a different way. And I thank God for that. I thank him for that, because how many times do we just do things and we just don't even give it a second thought? It's just part of our routine. I'm very guilty of that, but this book is really opening my eyes to that and my mind to that. And I thank him for that. I hope that this has blessed you. I know it's a little bit different than a traditional devotional, but God will use this little book to speak to me in the ways that he knows I need it. And I don't ever, ever, ever want to take anything I have in this life for granted. I want to be thankful for everything he has blessed me with. Everything. In everything, I want to give him thanks. He's so good, and he deserves nothing but our gratitude and thankfulness. I love you. I pray that you're blessed today, and I hope that this has helped you. And maybe if it's not going to the grocery store, maybe it'll make you stop and think about something else you do on a regular that you have not really given much thought to, and you can see it in a different way and just thank God for it, Thank God for it. Thank God for the good. We thank God for the bad, because in all things, he works it for our good. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.